Hello there, this is the Aptitude guy. Welcome to another lesson video of logical reasoning. In this video, we'll be handling syllogism. It's a very interesting and also a very weird topic of logical reasoning. This is part 1 of syllogisms. Part 2 will be uploaded soon. Alright, so without any further ado, let's get started. Now, when it comes to the concept of syllogisms, there are three sentences that you need to focus on. The first is all A's are B's. The second is some A's are B's. And the third is no A's are B's. Now, in this particular video, we'll focus on solving syllogism questions using Venn diagrams. Remember Venn diagrams? Circles, a lot of circles and all that? Yes, exactly. So, think about how will all A's of B's be represented in a Venn diagram. You're obviously thinking one circle inside another circle, right? Now, which circle is inside which circle? The correct Venn diagram is A, B. All the A's are B's. That means every single element of A is inside the element of B. Does this mean that all the B's are A's? No, these B's are not A's, but all the A's are definitely B's. Okay. Similarly, some A's are B's. How will you draw that? We have A over here and we have B over here. That's it. Some A's are B's right here. Now here some A's are not B's, here some B's are not A's. But in the middle, some A's are B's definitely. There is another way to write this also, which is not very common but still is correct. That is, this is A and they have told that some A's are B's, right? So, B is inside A. So, some A's are B's. Does this mean all A's are B's? No. But it means that all B's are A's. What's the difference between these two? In the first one, some B's are A. In the second one, all the B's are A's. Both are possible. Now the third one, no A's are B's. Okay. This one is a pretty easy because there has to be no correlation between A and B whatsoever. So we have A right here and B right here absolutely separately. There is nothing common between these two. This is the concept of syllogisms. Now, using these Venn diagrams, we will be solving a lot of questions on syllogisms. In this particular video, we'll be focusing on some very simple type of questions, and in part 2, we'll be focusing on tougher questions. Alright, so without any further ado, let's get started with the questions. Question number 1. We'll solve this one together. Some actors are singers, all the singers are dancers. Now there are 2 points that you have to definitely remember when it comes to syllogisms. The first point is that you have to draw the Venn diagram considering all the possibilities. Every single possibility you need to think of. And second point is that a conclusion is true if and only if it satisfies all the possibilities. So suppose you have 3 possibilities for a question, okay? If at all a conclusion satisfies 2 of them, but it does not satisfy the third one, still the conclusion is a wrong conclusion. A conclusion is true if and only if it satisfies all the possibilities. Alright, so this we have to keep in mind. Let's solve the question. Some actors are singers. We already know the Venn diagram. Some actors are singers. Done. After that, all the singers are dancers. Alright. This gives rise to 2 possibilities. First one is all the singers are dancers like this. And the second possibility is all the singers are dancers like this. Yes. Now what is the difference between these two? The difference is that in the yellow possibility, all singers are dancers, yes, but only some actors are dancers right here. And in the blue possibility, all singers are dancers again and all actors are also dancers. The thing is, how do you get to know how many possibilities or which possibilities you need to consider? See, they have given us the relationship between actors and singers and dancers. But they have not given us the connection between actors and dancers. So we need to think about every possibility that we can, right? One of those possibilities is that some actors are dancers, and the other possibility is all the actors are dancers. Yes. Now that we have all the possibilities, let us read the conclusions. Some actors are dancers. Is that true? Let's check out the first one. Are some actors dancers in the yellow possibility? Yes. What about the blue possibility? In the blue one, all the actors are dancers. That obviously means some actors are also dancers. Absolutely. So conclusion 1 is absolutely true. Conclusion 2 says no singer is actor. That is 100% false because some actors are singers, so some singers have to be actors, right? Some singers are actors right here. So no singer is actor is definitely false. So now this is how the options will be visible when it comes to syllogisms. If only conclusion 1 follows, if only conclusion 2 follows, if either 1 or 2 follows, this is a tough one. We'll discuss this further in the video. Neither 1 nor 2 follows, or if both of them follow. So in this case, only conclusion 1 follows. So the answer is option A. Done. So let's recap what to do and what not to do. First of all, you need to think about all the possibilities. And second, a conclusion is true if and only if it is true for all the possibilities. Even if it is false for one possibility, it is definitely false. Alright, I hope you understood the topic now, what to do, what not to do. Now, let's move on to question number 2. There you go, second question. Pause the video and try to solve it and then come back to check if you are right or wrong. Alright, let's do this. This question has got to be the easiest syllogism question in the world. You'll see why. First statement says, all the harmoniums are instruments. Alright, all the harmoniums are instruments. Done. Second statement says, all the instruments are flutes. All the instruments are flutes. Done. This is the reason why this is the easiest syllogism question in the world, because there is no other possibility. This is the only possibility that exists. Done. Conclusion 1. All the flutes are instruments. Is that true? Some flutes are definitely instruments, but does that mean all the flutes are instruments? No, these flutes are not instruments. So the first conclusion is false. Second one, all the harmoniums are flutes. All the harmoniums are instruments and all the instruments are flutes. So obviously all the harmoniums are in fact flutes. Yes, second one is 100% true. So what is the answer over here? Only conclusion 2 follows. Answer is option B. That is the answer. If you got that right, congratulations. If you did not, then you learned something. No issues. Let's move on to question number 3. As usual, pause the video, try to solve it, and then come back. Okay. Statements. All the poets are goats. Pretty weird thing to say, but okay. All the poets are goats. Done. Some goats are trees. This is interesting. One possibility is that some goats are trees like this. And another possibility is that some goats are trees like this. What is the difference between both the possibilities? In the yellow one, there is no connection between poets and trees. And in the blue one, there is some connection between poets and trees. Both are possible because we have no idea, right? So we need to consider both. Now let's look at the conclusions. First one says, some poets are trees. Are some poets trees? In the blue possibility, some poets are trees. But in the yellow one, no poet is tree. So it is true in one, false in one. That means it is false. Second, some trees are goats. Is that true? That is 100% true. If some goats are trees, then some trees are definitely goats. Right here and right here. So yes, second one definitely follows. That means the answer again is option B. Done. If you got that right, congratulations, you're finally getting the hang of it. If you did not, then you will get through it in the future questions. Don't worry, it's a very simple topic. Let's move on to question number 4. As usual, pause the video, try to solve it, and then come back. Okay, I'm sure this question would have had a weird expression on your face. Let's do this. Some mangoes are yellow. Okay, some mangoes are yellow. Done. Some ticso are mangoes. Now we have no idea what a ticso is, and it does not really matter. Sometimes in syllogisms you have absolute nonsensical words which have no meaning at all. But it's okay, we can solve them. Some ticso are mangoes, whatever that means. So this is one possibility. Another possibility is like this. So no relation between ticso and yellow, some relation between ticso and yellow. Conclusions. Some mangoes are green. They have not mentioned anything about anything being green. So obviously this is false. And please make sure you understand, in syllogisms, your general knowledge can go out of the window. Because the only things that you are 100% sure about is whatever is written in the statements. If a statement says that the sun rises in the west, then the sun rises in the west. That's it. No debate over there. Second conclusion. Ticso is a yellow. Some of them are, but no, here it is wrong. So obviously this is also wrong. Both of them are false. That means what is the answer? The answer is option D. Neither one nor two follows. Done. This I'm sure many of you would have gotten correct. If you did not, drop your doubts in the chat box, obviously in the comment section. And if you did, you can drop that also in the comment section. No issues. Let's move on to question number 5. Pause the video, try to solve it, and then come back. Alright. Some ants are parrots. Some ants are parrots. Done. All the parrots are apples. Okay, let this be ants. All the parrots are apples. One possibility is of course like this. All the parrots are apples. And another possibility, like the first question that we did, would be like this. All the parrots are apples. What's the difference between these two? The yellow one, some ants are apples. In the blue one, all the ants are apples. Both are possible. Conclusion 1. All the apples are parrots. That is obviously false. All parrots are apples, yes, but that does not guarantee that all the apples are parrots. So first one is false. Second one, some ants are apples. That is true. In the yellow one, some ants are apples, yes. And in the blue one, all the ants are apples. So obviously some ants will definitely be apples. This one is true. The answer is only conclusion 2 follows. Done. If you got that right, congratulations. And any doubts, as usual, drop them in the comments. Let's move on to question number 6. Pause the video, try to solve it, and then come back. Alright, let's do this. Some pearls are jewels. Okay. Some pearls are jewels. Some jewels are ornaments. Nice. Some jewels are ornaments like this. Or another possibility is some jewels are ornaments like this. Two possibilities. First conclusion. Some jewels are pearls. Some jewels are definitely pearls over here. Yes. So that is 100% true. Some ornaments are jewels. Some ornaments are jewels in the yellow possibility. Yes. Some ornaments are jewels in the blue possibility also. So both of them are right. Now this is such a simple question where you don't even need the Venn diagram. Just look at the statements and the conclusions. First statement, some pearls are jewels. First conclusion, some jewels are pearls. Exactly opposite of this. So obviously it makes sense. Second one, some jewels are ornaments. Some ornaments are jewels. Obviously the conclusions are just flipped up statements. So they have to be true. So what is the answer? Both of them follow. That means the answer is option E. Both 1 and 2 follow. Done. If you got that right, amazing. If you did not, drop your doubts in the comment section. And of course, if at all you are having fun reading this topic, learning this topic, then definitely consider subscribing as always. Question number 7. Pause the video, try to solve it, and then come back. Okay. First statement, some papers are pens. Okay, we are dealing with stationery here. Some papers are pens. All the pencils are pens. All the pencils. That means the pencil part is the smaller circle. It will be inside the pens. Okay. A lot of times when people read all A's are B's, they think the A part should be the bigger one because all is a bigger statement. But that is exactly opposite of what you should do. Okay. All pencils are pens. That means pencil should come inside pens. That will be the smaller circle. So I'll just enlarge the pen circle. The pens are here. All the pencils are pens. Okay. So one possibility is all the pencils are pens like this. And the other possibility is all the pencils are pens like this. What's the difference between these two? In the blue one, some pencils are papers. In the yellow one, no pencils are papers. Both are possible. Conclusion 1 says some pens are pencils. Are some pens pencils? Yes, definitely yes. Some pens are definitely pencils. Some pens are papers. Some pens are papers. Yes, again, absolutely true. So both of them follow. That means the answer is option E. Done. If you got that right, congratulations again. This one was slightly tougher than the previous one, so you should be proud of yourself. And if you still have doubts, you can drop them in the comments. If you do not have any doubt, that is also a great thing. Alright, pause the video, try to solve it, and then come back. Let's do this. No truck is rover. Pretty simple. No truck is rover. Absolutely no correlation between both of them. All rovers are land. Alright. All rovers are land. Now a lot of people think that this is the only possibility which exists over here. That is why a lot of people think that the first conclusion is absolutely true, where it says no land is truck. And that is why a lot of people mark the answer as option A. But that is not the right answer, because there is another possibility that exists over here, which is like this. We know that no truck is rover, but all the rovers are land and they have not told anything about trucks being or not being lands. Both are possible. If you still have confusion over here, let me clear it up with a simple example. We know that no man is a woman, and we know that all the women are human beings. Does that mean men cannot be human beings? No, absolutely not. They have not mentioned anything about men being or not being human beings. So this is also possible. The same thing applies over here. Got it? You have to think about all the possibilities very carefully. Now, let's read the conclusions. First conclusion says, no land is truck. Okay, no land is truck was true in the yellow possibility, but it is false in the blue possibility because some land is definitely truck over here. Second conclusion says, some land is truck. Some land is truck in the blue possibility, yes, definitely, but in the yellow possibility, no land is truck, so it is false. So, the first one is false in this case, the second one is false in this case. So, both of them are false. This is why a lot of people mark the answer as option D. But that also is the wrong answer. Now, why is this happening? Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the either or case of syllogisms. This option. What does this mean exactly? Let's see. Either or case means it's either the first conclusion which is true or the second conclusion. That means if the first is true, then the second is false, and if the second is true, then the first is false. That is exactly what is happening over here. If this is true, this is false. If blue one is true, then yellow one is false. So it's either this or this. One very simple example with which I can explain this is, suppose you are a person. That is a statement. Now, first conclusion is you are awake. Second conclusion is you are asleep. Now both of them together cannot be true. Both of them together cannot be false. If the first one is true, then the second one is false. If the second one is true, then the first one is false. So it's either this or that. The same thing is what is happening over here. Now, let me give you a very nice checklist using which you will never go wrong with the either or case. So, when it comes to the either or case, there are just three things you need to focus on. The first point is both conclusions are individually false. Are both the conclusions individually false? Yes, we made sure that they are. Second checklist is same elements. Do we have the same elements? Yes, we have land, land, truck, truck. Absolutely same elements. The third point is one positive and one negative conclusion. Do we have that? We have some land is struck, positive, no land is struck, negative. So all the three are absolutely satisfied. That means this is not neither nor, this is either or. The answer is option C. Congratulations, now you know how to figure out the either or case. So moral of the story is this: whenever you figure out that the answer is option D, whenever you think that neither of them follows, take a deep breath, pause yourself a little bit and check if this and this, if both of them get satisfied or not. If even one of them does not get satisfied, then the answer is option D. But if all the three get satisfied, then the answer is option C. Okay? So, make sure you maintain this exercise whenever you think that the answer is option D. If you understood that, amazing. A lot of people take a long time to understand the either or case. If you got this right, congratulations. Very few people get this right in the first go. If you did not, I'm 100% sure now you will never make a mistake with the either or case. Congratulations. Now, let's move on to the next question. As usual, pause the video, try to solve it, and then come back. Let's do this. All vegetables are green. All right. All vegetables are green. Some greens are fruits. Okay. Some greens are fruits like this, or some greens are fruits like this. Now I'm 100% sure you wrote both the possibilities very easily. What is the difference between these two possibilities? In the yellow one, there is no connection. In the blue one, there is some connection. Conclusion 1. Some fruits are vegetables. Are some fruits vegetables? In the blue one, yes, some fruits are vegetables, but in the yellow one, no fruit is vegetable. So, the first conclusion is wrong. Second one, no fruit is vegetable. In the yellow possibility, no fruit is vegetable, yes. In the blue possibility, some fruit is vegetable, so that is false. So both of them are individually false. But does this mean that the answer is option D? Not so fast. We know that in the either or case, the first one is both the conclusions are individually false. Cool, but we cannot be sure that the answer is option D. The second one says same elements. Do we have the same elements? Yes. Fruits, fruits, vegetable, vegetable. Okay. The third element is one positive and one negative. One positive, one negative. Done. So the answer is option C. It's either this, that some fruits are vegetables, or no fruit is vegetable. Both together cannot be false. Okay. I'm sure many of you would have gotten the correct answer for this question. If you did, that is amazing. A like would be awesome to the video. And if you did not, let's see if you can get the next one right. Pause the video, try to solve it, and then come back. Alright, let's do this. Some books are tables. Some books are tables. Done. Some tables are mirrors. Okay, some tables are mirrors like this, or another possibility is some tables are mirrors like this. Yes, here no connection between books and mirrors, here some connection is there. Conclusion 1. Some mirrors are books. Yes, some mirrors are books in the blue possibility, but no mirror is book in the yellow possibility. So this is wrong. No book is mirror. That is true in the yellow possibility, but false in the blue possibility. So this is also false. And again, we know that in the either or case, Both the conclusions are individually false. Yes. Same elements. Let's see. Mirror, mirror, book, book. Yes. And one positive, one negative. One positive, one negative. Done. The answer is option C. Now all of you would have got the correct answer. Congratulations. Either or case is not very easy to master, but if you got the 10th question correct, that means it is in your pocket. Nice. With that, we are done with syllogisms part 1. Syllogisms part 2 will come in some days. Don't worry about that. Thank you so much for watching this video. If at all you learned something new, please like the video so that whenever you need to revise the topic, the video exists in your liked video library of your YouTube app. And if at all you really like the video, then of course consider subscribing to the channel. That will be awesome. And press the bell icon of course so that you get notified of every other video. If you want to watch the previous video, it's right here. If you want to watch the next video, it's right here. So that's it from my side. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.